It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly, but Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here. Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. So a chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Simmons. The second most votes in the Eastern Conference have gone his way. He'll be a starter for sure.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody works harder than this guy.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks, Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Simmons. Well, about this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. Here's Brunson, following the score by Josh Richardson. Brunson now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Porzingis with the block. Now here's Brunson. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers. Here's Porzingis. Here's Cauley Stein. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Horford. Richardson attacking. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Brunson. Following the score by Josh Richardson. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Shoots from 12. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Mavericks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Shot from the top of the key. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Kevin, how about Porzingis? You can play him as the roll man, or in this instance, use him as the ball handler. How hard is that to deal with?
Now here's Simmons. Last game we saw him score 32. Out to the right wing. Porzingis with the steal. Brunson finds Jackson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The 15th pick back in 2017, Justin Jackson, Doris, won a championship, as you know, at North Carolina.
Yeah, Kevin, he spent his first season and a half in Sacramento. Now he gets a new opportunity. Sometimes it's that next stop where young players really find success.
2.
That's good from Jackson.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
The 76ers leader. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Runs in the pass to Doncic. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Brunson's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Thibault. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Porzingis against Horford. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Thibault. From deep. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Dallas. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
And here is Simmons after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Over Cauley-Stein. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight. Now Doncic. 35 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Now here's Doncic. Snatched away. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Richardson. The shot from the low post is good. He has 6.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. To the paint, Porzingis with the steal. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out. Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Simmons. And again, Dallas turns it over. Pass to Thibault. Here's Richardson. He feeds it to Embiid. He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. And Brunson has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. Embiid, the pass to Horford. Over Porzingis. The 76ers with another miss. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jackson. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. The 76ers also with a sub. Harris is checked in. Here's Harris. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. And the basket is good.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Mavericks trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Doncic. Then for the 76ers, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. Robinson is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Here's Kleba. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. Clock at 6, trying to get something going, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Mavericks trail by 6. Wright with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Hardaway with it. Picked up by Harris. It's Hardaway with the drive. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
First one falls for him.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Dallas with it. 8-point game. Wright, the pass to Kleba. Kicks it to Powell. Hardaway with it. The pass to Wright. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Kleba. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Simmons against Wright. Passes to O'Quinn. Outside Robinson. Outside Simmons. Here's the 3. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. A wide open look here for Wright. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wright against Simmons. Left side Harris. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. And the basket by Harris. And the 76ers lead by 4. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Powell kicks to Wright. And stolen by Simmons. Scott with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. It's deflected.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Doncic.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
White against Simmons. White inside. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now here is Harris. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Mavericks trail by 4. Wright looking around. Pass to Kleba. Now Kid Gilchrist. Outside Hardaway. Over Simmons. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Left side, Harris. Outside, Simmons. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Kleba. Now here's Wright. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. That 3 off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's the lob for Harris.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Outside Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul. Korkmaz checked in for Glenn Robinson III. Powell, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Here's Hardaway. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Boy, this guy just finds ways to score. Tim Hardaway Jr. able to finish with contact.
And Simmons kicks to O'Quinn. Shoots over Powell. Again, Philadelphia.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of the NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Korkmaz. Tobias Harris is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Scott in at the small forward. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. There's the pass to Powell. He kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. Over Harris. That one off the back iron and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks, trailing by 10. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Here's Harris. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Hardaway. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Wright with some arc.
Well, just such an active presence on the defensive end. Kyle O'Quinn, get that weak stuff out of here.
Harris, right side, shoots over Powell and misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn, and they'll keep possession. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kid Gilchrist. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Michael Kid Gilchrist. And then for Philadelphia, Embiid comes in for Scott. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Ben Simmons. Richardson kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Chalk up 2 there. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Dallas calls timeout. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
The 76ers leading by 10. And here's Richardson. He has 6. Now here is Horford. Here's Thibault. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Gus, who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention two guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play one or two, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But two of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, two names to keep an eye on. Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
And so he hits both. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
Here's Richardson. 6 points for him. Pass to Thibault. Now Horford. From 8, and he drops that one in. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Mavericks trail by 12. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Tries from 10, and the rejection by Embiid. Here's Thibault. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the three off target. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The pass to Porzingis. He can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
That's tipped. Doncic outside. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
The fader. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Passes it to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. Six to shoot. Back to Korkmaz. Over Doncic. Nice tee from Doncic. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 12-point game. Count that one.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Feibel. In the corner, it's Richardson. Kicks to Embiid. Over Cauley Stein. The 76ers with another miss. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Feibel, guarded by Jackson. Richardson the pass to Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Here's Feibel. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 8. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Brunson. Top of the key jumper, no good. Pass to Feibel over Jackson, and that one's good. Feibel's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Mavericks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Now the pass to Doncic. Elbow shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Brunson. He's got 9. On the wing, Doncic. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Doncic has got 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Passes it to Korkmaz. Here's Feibel. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. Clock at 6. The shot's good. Korkmaz has got his first 2 points. Brunson with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Dallas calls timeout.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Robinson's checked in. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You take a look at the 76ers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Doncic. He has 7. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Brunson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018, fell to the 2nd round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game.
First free throw is good. Dora, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
A different look for Dallas. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Pass to Thibault. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And the shot is good. Wright's got 7.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. And again, Philadelphia turns it over.
Here's a look at some stats for Kidd-Gilchrist. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 5 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
He kicks to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. With the floater. Good D by Embiid.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And he makes the first.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Al Horford. And Simmons subbed in for Josh Richardson. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Wright kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading by 12. Simmons dishes to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here is Hardaway. There's the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
That we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. That's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah.
So big.
Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 block shots, and 4 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Doncic. On the wing, Doncic and Jackson. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis, and it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Dallas. Here's Simmons. Now the feed to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Beautiful to see Simmons working in pick and roll sets. He just knows when to shoot as well as when to pass to his teammates.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas, trailing by 13. Cauley Stein kicks to Porzingis. And the pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Richardson dishes to Embiid. Stolen by Brunson. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And good that time.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done. Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Doris, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a hook pass, a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner, and this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch him.
Here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lets a floater go. Good work defensively by Horford.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. A nice shot by Embiid.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Passes it to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Connects on the 17-footer. Doncic has got 15.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
Richardson outside. Pass to Horford. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Jackson misses. The 76ers leading by 10. Thibault, the pass to Horford. Sweet move. Porzingis with the block. Fast break, here they come. Here's Brunson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season, the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Pass to Thibault. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And they double up Embiid. Here's Horford. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for the 76ers. Mavericks trail by 10. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. The pass to Doncic. From 18 feet away, it's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Korkmaz. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Horford against Porzingis. Horford the pass to Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
That free throw, no good. White, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The 76ers also with a sub. Tobias Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 9. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 17. Yes, that goes in. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Unloads from 9. Porzingis with the block, and he's able to get it back. Horford, no luck.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Such a wide open look. 22 points for Luka Doncic.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Jackson. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Richardson. And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. With the teardrop, rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Simmons against Wright. Pass to Kleber. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Harris nails the baby hook. Harris has got 12 in the game. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Wright. He has 7. But he recovers it.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
76ers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. High post, Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Harris finds Simmons. Off target with his 3. Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Doncic. Here's Wright. He's got 9. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. In the corner, it's Kleba. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Offensive rebound. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Michael Kid Gilchrist. The 76ers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the first one drops.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And Harris drops them both. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
High arcing shot. Kleba hits the three-point bomb. Kleba's got 9 points.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
The 76ers leading. The try by Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Dallas has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Powell kicks to Kleba. Three-pointer right. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Robinson drives in.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 6-point game. Right against Robinson. Here's Kleba. He's got 9. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Robinson, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. Now, Wright. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Back to Wright. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Outside Robinson, trying his luck from deep. Here's Embiid, second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Robinson. And Embiid drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Wright finds Kid Gilchrist. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Here's Hardaway. And Embiid with the block.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Powell. Here's Kleba. And there's the pass to Wright. From outside, off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Scott. Embiid inside. A second chance effort. O'Quinn can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Inside. Here's Wright. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Hardaway with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. With 1 on the clock, and he gets the bucket. Hardaway has got his second basket of the game.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Right, that's a 2-pointer. Offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers ahead as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers leading by 10. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Kyle O'Quinn. Mike Scott out there with Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard. Harris misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Right outside. Misses the layup.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Thibault, the pass to O'Quinn. And it's denied. Harris finds O'Quinn. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You don't necessarily have to be explosive or O'Quinn there with the solid frame. It's about being smart and drawing contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for O'Quinn.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Jackson comes in for DeLon Wright. Josh Richardson's checked in for the 76ers. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Mavericks trail by 12. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Kleba, guarded by Harris. Jackson kicks to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Good on the shot.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Passes it to Thibault. Harris up top. From downtown, good on the three-point shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Hardaway.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
For 3, Richardson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Kleba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Dallas again with the bucket.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Kicks it to O'Quinn. Over Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Brunson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's O'Quinn. And he overshot that one, missing.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Outside Hardaway. Cauley Stein at the elbow. Over Richardson. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The 76ers leading by 6. To the middle. And there's Richardson on the assist by Simmons.
For a sliver of room. That's all he needed to get to the bucket. Nice aggressive move, slipping and sliding his way through.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Hardaway, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Thibault. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Hardaway. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Horford's checked in. Dallas calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. he was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And they double up Simmons to the inside, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
And here's Brunson. Outside Jackson. Can they get it? Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
A free throw off from Harris. It's stolen by Harris. Feeds it to Horford. Over Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And slam dunk by Harris.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Mavericks trail by 17. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Richardson. For the finish, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
On the wing, Doncic. Over Richardson. And that time, also a missed shot.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Simmons, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the impact that Porzingis could have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Horford trying to free himself up. Thibault can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 20. Pass to Brunson. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the pass to Cauley Stein. The 15-footer. Offensive rebound. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Just 4 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Doncic with the steal. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Simmons looking it over. In the corner, it's Richardson. Passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Richardson gets a wide open look. It's not going to go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Down low. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 22 is their biggest lead. To the wing on the left. Here's Embiid. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the 76ers lead by 17. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Richardson against Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 17 points here in the second half. The 76ers leading by 15. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Here's Doncic. Now here's Brunson. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 26.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 20 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside, Simmons. Richardson, the bounce pass. Horford against Cauley-Stein. Horford the pass to Richardson. Clock at 6. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jackson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mavericks trail by 12. 1:51 left in the fourth. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Simmons. The shot by Cauley-Stein. No good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And that one's good. Thibault.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And so here is Dallas. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Richardson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Grady's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Philadelphia.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 18. Curry passes to Wright. Dallas moving the ball around. It's stolen by Smith. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Neto kicks to Smith. Pass to Burks. The 3 drops in the tray. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.